Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanMuscle.com. Today I'm bringing you a detailed overview of the Stillen J Hook slotted rotors for the rear of all 2015 and newer GT and Performance Pack EcoBoost Mustangs. So in this video, we'll be going over the functionality, performance, and appearance of the Stillen J Hook slotted rotors, and of course the materials and construction. I'll top the video off with the installation, which I'll let you know up front is a simple enough job which will get a 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. The Stillen J Hook slotted rear rotors will be for any 2015 and newer GT and Performance Pack EcoBoost Mustang owner looking to improve their overall braking performance, but of course mainly to get that nice appearance to match their front set of rotors. So as I just mentioned, this will be perfectly fit for anybody out there who's upgraded their front set of rotors to the Stillen J Hook slotted options and really want to get their rears to match as well. We all basically know the front end of your Mustang is doing the majority, if not all, of the braking performance, so setting the rear up would definitely be more of an appearance aspect than a performance aspect. Now, even though I just said the rear end doesn't perform as much as your front end does when it comes to braking performance, I still want to explain what the difference is between the J Hook and your stock option as far as performance would go. This option offers a J-shaped hook as a slot engraved right into the materials, very specific to Stillen, that is actually set in a very specific directional design. Now with that said, these J-hooks can actually dissipate heat and remove some of those brake gases and dust, which will ultimately improve your brake pad bite. Now again, with that said, the rear end isn't as much responsible as the front end. You'll see these rotors have less of an actual surface area and are a little bit smaller in diameter, but still offer that mean, aggressive appearance that I'm sure you'd want to match up with your front end option if you have the Stillen slotted rotors up front. Now aside from the J-hooks, the vented vane design you see on the inside here and the outside are another reason these stand out against your stock option. The vented vane design allows for a better free-flowing rotor to remove heat and gases from the inside as well, eventually reducing the wear on your brake pads, eventually saving you some money. Now of course this applies more to the front end again, but it does still slightly apply to your rear end as well, and of course it's always a good idea to match the back up with the front. So as far as materials and construction goes here, this was manufactured out of the highest quality one-piece cast iron blanks available. It is then CNC machined for a precision J-hook design into the materials in a directional pattern. It was then mill balanced to actually completely eliminate noise, vibration, and harshness for a perfect fit on your S550. It's got a clear zinc plated coating on top to make sure it has a long-lasting performance and a rust and corrosion resistance. Now, of course, I do want to point out the front and even the rear option for the Stillen rotors will be definitely gearing towards the guys out there running this on the track, really putting the power at the pavement and needing that extra braking performance. But I'm not counting out the daily drivers and weekend warriors either, because it definitely can be beneficial for you as well. With that in mind, if you're interested in picking up this rear pair, expect to be spending about $350. Not a bad price at all compared to the other options on the market with the slotted and even drilled and slotted options. This is going to be a little bit more budget friendly, and paired up with the front rotors can really make for a mean performance as well as the appearance. Before I jump into installation, I want to point out again, this is just going to fit the GT and Performance Pack EcoBoost Mustangs with the 4-piston calipers installed. If you have bigger brake kits, these will unfortunately not be for you, but check out some of the other options on the site. With that said, if you are tackling this job, a simple ratchet and socket set will do the trick, but if you're handling your brake pads as well, you'll want a C-clamp, brake grease, brake fluids as well, and of course a jack and jack stands. Once you've got your Mustang up in the air, remove one of those rear wheels and unbolt your factory caliper, and definitely hang it on one of those brake lines using a hanger of some sort just to make sure it's not dangling down. Once you've got your caliper out of the way, you can remove that factory rotor, swap it out for the slotted option from Stillen, and reinstall your caliper. If you're tackling the brake pads, before you reinstall them, use your C-clamp to decompress it, get those brake pads installed after you grease them up, reinstall everything back in the reverse order, pop the wheel back on, and you're good to go. Repeat that process for the opposite side, and you're looking at about an hour or two worth of the installation time, and again, a 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. Just to wrap things up here, if you're the owner of a 2015 or newer GT and EcoBoost Mustang, and you're looking to improve your braking performance overall while also matching up your rear end appearance with your front, you might want to check out the Stillen J Hook slotted rotors for the rear end, available right here at AmericanMuscle.com.